It's beautiful here.
Non-stop rain.
Oh, man, it is a blazer out there.
It's cold and it's shivery.
It is cold.
Really coming down here?
I really enjoy your weather reports.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network, we're talking weather in a whole new way. From historical events to what's coming up, plus weather news, science, safety, fun facts, and more.
I like where this is going.
This is Weather Weekly. Weather Weekly with Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Marcus Bailey.
It is episode 252 of Weather Weekly. Good to be with you here, meteorologist Marcus Bailey. We have arrived to the Thanksgiving holiday week forecast. So shortened week for many here, for work, for school. We're going to try to walk you through it here. It does get very active, and I think this is a week that we're going to flip the switch to more winter-like conditions and temperatures here as we roll through the middle of the week. So it is quite active. It's busy. We will walk you through it day by day and get you ready for this busy holiday week. That's all coming up here. It is the week ahead for November 24th, 2025. That's next on Weather Weekly. It is the week ahead for November 24th, 2025. Let's go ahead and dive in. It is a busy forecast here coming up with a lot of traveling going on, right? We would hope for a quiet weather pattern. I don't think that's going to be the case here this week, unfortunately. Now, we're going to start things off okay on Monday. I'm going to say mostly cloudy as we go through the Monday daytime hours. So sunshine will be limited. I don't think it's completely overcast like how we kind of ended last week. So we'll get some sunshine. Now, despite that, I still think it's going to be a mild day for late November. I've got a high of 54 Monday afternoon. Winds should be relatively light. Now, we're going to have the first system that we're going to be watching of a few that'll be coming in this week. That comes in late Monday night and rolls into Tuesday. It's going to bring widespread rain to the area. I think it's probably going to hold off. Rain chances will hold off until after midnight, Monday night, heading into Tuesday morning. All right. So we'll go cloudy overnight, showers likely overnight, and lows will be around 48. So it's going to be a chilly rain, but it should stay liquid as we go into your Monday overnight hours. Tuesday, showers will continue. However, I think it's a first half of the day thing. All right. We'll break up some of that rain by the afternoon hours. We're still technically on the warm side of things with this system. The cold air bottled up at least for Tuesday. We're going to go with a high of 60 degrees on Tuesday. Might start to get a little breezy as we go into the afternoon hours. Tuesday night, then, there might be a chance of a few showers here and there. Lows will fall to around the upper 30s. All right. So, yes, we've got rain Tuesday. I don't know if it's necessarily going to be heavy, but it could be very similar to Friday, which that wasn't fun to travel in if you were out and about. So if Tuesday is a travel day for you, just know that there will be rain, especially for the first half of the day. Second system that we'll watch comes in on Wednesday. Now, this one isn't going to have the impact precipitation-wise, but this is going to really flip the switch on the pattern in terms of temperatures, okay? So as we go into Wednesday, we'll have a few sprinkles possible, I think, as we go into the afternoon hours and maybe even some flurries, as this is going to be a cold front, very sharp one, that is going to be rushing through the state, and it is going to bring some blustery conditions and much, much colder temperatures. I've got a high of 43. Wind gusts could be as high as 35 miles per hour on Wednesday. Now, all of that said, Wednesday is a very busy travel day. I do not see high impact in terms of heavy rain or any snow that's going to stick or anything like that. All right. These are sprinkles. These are flurries. It may be enough to get the windshield wipers going. Minor inconvenience. Okay. Now that's obviously local to central Indiana, but the main batch of moisture is going to be from Tuesday's system, not so much on Wednesday. Wednesday is going to be more of a temperature drop story than it will be precipitation wise. So those flurries will hang around through Wednesday night. Overnight lows will be into the mid-20s, still a little blustery too. All right, let's go into the holiday. Thanksgiving, I think, is dry. It's going to be cold. high only of 36. Gusts could be up to around 20, so I think wind chills will likely be around the mid-20s around lunchtime on Thanksgiving, okay? Partly cloudy skies then Thanksgiving night, will low down to 22. And if you're heading out shopping Friday, I think it's dry, mostly sunny and chilly. Again, highs will be in the upper 30s. Now, where things get a little bit hairy is this weekend and then beyond. And I'm not going to spend too much time on details because we're still pretty far out. But it does look like a more potent system is going to come in here for the weekend. Saturday, there will be a chance of, we'll call it rain and snow showers because Indiana might be on the dividing line of the system. But it does look like, widespread precipitation for sure. Some indications advertising that we could start off with a little bit of snow and then flip the switch to rain. I've got highs around 40 on Saturday. All right. And then about the same on Sunday when it comes to temperatures for next week. We actually could see things warm up back into the low 40s. We're going to have some big fluctuations in temperatures. It looks like going into the start of December, which is next Monday, coming off of Thanksgiving weekend, right? We get back to work and school, where you're going to see us maybe going up as warm as the low 50s and then a pretty significant drop. This is going to be a pretty big roller coaster ride. And to go with that, it does appear that our pattern is going to get quite active with storm tracks, which means we're going to have several opportunities for precipitation. What types? Obviously going to be depending on the track and the temperatures and all that kind of stuff. So we're too far out for that. But it does appear that we are flipping the switch to colder temperatures, obviously, and a very active weather pattern, at least to start off the month of December here. All right. Now, obviously, a lot of people want more details than that. When it comes to precip, obviously this far out, we can't really dive in deep. But just be aware that, as we enter into that first week, maybe first couple of weeks of December, if we're getting into an active storm track, that snow very much could be in play. And so that's something we just have to be ready for this time of year. All right. In terms of precipitation over the next 7 days, I do see us kind of in the half an inch, 3/4 of an inch range. Much of that will probably fall on Tuesday with that system that's going to be coming through there. So we're doing a little bit better on precipitation, at least over the last couple of weeks. Hasn't been too much. Thankfully, the ground has not been frozen, so that can kind of soak in, although obviously that's probably going to start changing here as some colder air intrusions start to slide in across our area. All right, so that is the look at the holiday week forecast. Certainly turning colder. Tuesday is going to be a tough travel day. Might be a little difficult on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. All right, those are going to be the tough days. But the actual holiday in itself, at least around central Indiana, while cold, does at least look dry for now. All right, we'll wrap things up, talk about some stats and the look ahead, 8 to 14-day outlook, and much more. That's coming up next on Weather Weekly. All right, let's look at some stats here for the month of November as we're getting kind of closer to the end here for the month. Precip-wise, 2.38 inches. We are only down 0.17, so we're doing pretty good there. Behind last year, 3.40 for the fall season, so that's since September 1st. 6.12, we're getting better, but we're still in a pretty big deficit, down 2.79 inches. We are doing better than last year for the fall. We were at 5.52. Again, snowfall for the month, 1.8 inches. That is up 1.4. That is also the same amount for the fall. And last year at this time, we were up to 3.2. So we're actually a little bit behind where we were last year. But interesting that last year, kind of the first times that we actually had some measurable snowfall this early in the season. We've had so many winters prior that winter was delayed almost till after the holidays. So a little bit earlier this year. All right. And last year, 8 to 14-day outlook does call for a slight signal for below average temperatures from the 30th of November to December 6th. And as we mentioned, the pattern does look to get active for the early portions of the month. Above average precipitation likely heading our way. All right. Have a wonderful holiday. Be safe if you are traveling, and enjoy your time with family and friends, and hopefully some much deserved time off of work and school. We'll get back at it next Monday after the holiday for the new month of December. Don't forget, you can get any updates from me on social media. Just search Marcus Bailey Weather on Facebook, X, TikTok, and Instagram. You can also reach out via email, marcus.bailey@wishtv.com. You can also get my forecast on the TV side locally in Central Indiana, Channel 8, Wish TV in Indianapolis, and always online at wishtv.com. Click the live stream. That's Monday through Friday, 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. for daybreak. And you can get our forecast 24 hours a day on our website, wishtv.com. Hit the weather tab. And as always, you can get it for free on our Storm Track 8 weather app as well. That is a free download in your phone's app store. While you're here, make sure to check out all the other great podcasts, all part of the All Indiana Podcast Network. Have a wonderful week. We'll talk to you soon. And God bless.
Discover more from Storm Track 8 Weather and Wish TV. Online at wishtv.com, and when you follow Wish TV on Facebook. Plus, be sure to check out more great podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.